Soul Train, third degree, SB on site. Yeah, we about to do it to y'all. Yeah, here we go. Let's go. Blow your mind. One time, 2 times, 3 times. Yeah. We came to blow your mind. 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. Yeah. What's Soul Train, third degree, SB on site. I'm your boy, Third Degree. We got Quez in the house. How you doing, Quez?
What's up, my brother?
Man, my bad. I was having a little technical difficulty. I couldn't hear the music. Then I had to unplug, and now everything's working, and I can hear it good.
Okay. Yeah, we back in the building, man.
We had to run it back.
Had to run it back.
Last night was an intense one, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't mean to go as long as it did, but it did because, you know, it was a heavy topic. So, you know, we think Facebook was hating a little bit. So we back, and we're going to give folks a chance. If you wanted to get your issue off, you can get your issue off. It's a no holds bar. This is an after party. So, you know, we doing what the funk we want to do up in here. We say what the funk we want to say up in here. And that's just it. You know,
careful now.
You know, I'm with the shits and the smokes.
With all that today, huh?
All that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun,
man.
Plus, we got to run back some stuff we didn't get to yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying?
The show didn't.
Man, we had some good topics we were supposed to touch on, but hey, that first one was a doozy.
It was a doozy. And for those that need a recap, pretty much what we were talking about yesterday was child support. And, you know, there was a girl who pretty much was saying that, you know, she wasn't putting her baby daddy on any, my fault, Tish. You know, she wasn't putting her baby daddy on child support for any reason, under any circumstance. And, you know, so of course that created
mass hysteria.
Yeah, you called it. Give me a sec, Tish. I'm working on it right now. I'm sorry. I had the whole, you know, drop a few bars, Quez.
Hey, man. Look.
While I get this situated.
Yeah, I see you working. Man. But yeah, it was definitely a doozy. I can't wait to see who comes back today. We got some work to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It was active yesterday. A couple people showed up a little late. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it. I hope.
Hey, real quick, Quest, talk about your son's fundraiser.
Oh, most definitely. I'm sorry. Look, my son got an opportunity to go run for Team USA in Australia for track and field this year. You know, they want an arm and a leg for that, but everything's taken care of. So I'm just looking for some sponsors, a couple people to help out, put on for the funds. You know what I mean? Because I got a piece of it. I don't got all of it, but I got a piece of it.
Right.
So, yeah, we just looking for sponsors for that and give my son the opportunity of a lifetime, man. I was actually pretty good at track and field when we was in school, but I never.
Right. I remember that
kind of opportunity. So it's great. You know, first he goes to Australia to run, and if he wins there, then they come back to Hawaii and have another event. So it's going to be this summer, but
okay,
it's definitely a chance of a lifetime.
Miss 19-year-old, I see you. We'll bring you to the stage.
There we go.
Her name is Shana, but I call her 19-year-old.
What's going on? How you doing, Queen?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain.
Good. Beautiful. Beautiful.
What's up, Jamal? We see you in the comments.
Jamal was good with you. If you guys want to be a guest, hit the link. Of course, we'll add you to the stage and have you come through. But yeah, so we'll by the end of the show, we're gonna run it back and we're gonna make sure that we put up the information for the fundraiser. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely want to send that young king out and give him a lifetime of a lifetime opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity.
Once in a lifetime.
If I can go to Australia, I would in a heartbeat right now.
Right, facts. Facts. But it's a big deal, man. I told him it's a big deal. These youngsters, they try to act like it's nothing, but sir, that is a big deal.
A huge deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal, sir.
So Miss 19-year-old, where are you on your way to?
An all black event with one of my friends.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
Yeah, all the way in LA. I don't particularly want to take that drive, but you know where I live. There's nothing out there, so.
True.
Get out there and have some fun.
Right.
Absolutely. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you missed the doozy of a show yesterday, but we're gonna run it back. So we're waiting for Tish too, but while we're doing it, we'll go ahead and we'll show the clip or the video of what caused such a frenzy on Drop Your 360.
In regards to my last video, somebody said, so you'll never put your baby daddy on child support? And the answer is no. Let me tell you why. I'll never put my baby father on child support because I have to deal with this man for eternity, okay? It's not just 18 years. Like, life doesn't just stop at that. No. Until I'm gone, he's gone, or the baby's gone, we have to communicate because I believe in family. So until one of those things happen, that man needs to be your friend. Now, I'm not saying you got to sleep with him or you still got to be with him or you got to follow his direction. No, but it pays to build a friendship with that man. And you can't build a friendship when you get the courts involved to put him on child support to make these small ass payments because you're low key living off the payments. And some women aren't. They really support the child with the payments. But for the ones that don't, they collect the child support to be spiteful and to, try to help maintain their life. I'm not built for that. Okay. I would rather just work a little bit harder and deal with the headache of having to work a little bit harder or go a little bit harder than to put my baby daddy on child support. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my baby father on child support. We need to be friends. And if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be present, I'm not going to force you to be present. You don't want to be here? Well, shit, I don't either. I catch red flags real quick. So if I felt like at any point during the pregnancy or prior to you were giving me, you don't want the baby vibes, I'm pro-choice. So we can, no problem. I don't believe in the soul of the baby. No. You don't want it, I don't want it either. But I'm not putting my baby daddy on child support. No.
Yeah, so I mean that right there, a lot of people had opinions, folks were coming through. It was a heavy topic. But I forgot we need to start the show off in the right way, Quez.
So what's the word for today, boy? I'm ready for this one.
Yeah.
The third word is, it's more so of a term, is hit dogs will holler. So on this show, we don't attack nobody personally, unless we actually attack somebody personally. So when we're putting these things up, we're pretty much talking about certain subjects that pertain to people in their everyday life, so this is something that could affect you, me, it's affecting celebrities, whatever. So when we're talking about it to pretty much come up with solutions, answers, get different perspectives. It's not personal. So, but the one thing that I'm known for is I'm an habitual rock thrower, and I will throw a rock out into the crowd. And for whatever reason, hit dogs will holler. So, what I'm saying, if it does not pertain to you, a big rock thrower. I just toss a stone out, and I just waiting for it to land. I'm saying,
I can't.
So when it does that, piecing me down the side, because I'm a Sagittarius, I'm like, yes. What I'm saying? Like, but again, it's a thing to where it's like nobody's attacking you personally, but I guess you feel a certain type of way because maybe it's something that deep down it may be happening to you, or you may be what we're talking about. But the best way to kind of like mask that is to not react. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't project your insecurities or your shortcomings or your anger onto folks that you don't know, because we're not living your life. We're not there, so we don't know what's happening. You're letting us know what the hell is happening in your life by projecting your bullshit onto us. So, and then on top of that, you know, you're projecting, and this is not only being viewed by Facebook, but YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, is going worldwide. So, you know, you come out here trying to make me look like a jackass or a dummy or an asshole, or you're trying to embarrass me, but then you wind up embarrassing yourself, because I can keep my composure. So, you know, and I can always flip the mirror and have you look at yourself.
That part, man.
That part. Yeah, because yesterday was very interesting. Very interesting.
And keep in mind that, you know, we do this, a lot of these topics on purpose.
Right.
Because we want to hear the different perspectives. Like,
I definitely do.
But we don't pick topics based off of individuals. We just pick topic because, you know, even online, it's the comments are in an uproar. You know what I'm saying? So we figure we give you a platform. If you was in said comments, you know, you can come on and say what you need to say. But we ain't thinking about anybody personally when we pick these topics. We're not like, oh yeah, let's pick this one because this gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Like,
right.
We just want to talk about it. Thanks, Jamal. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Congratulations to your brother too. But yeah, man, you can't take none of this stuff personal.
Nope, these are topics that are probably trending on social media or something we came across maybe in conversation with someone else that we figured, oh, this might make a good topic for the podcast. We are not coming on here trying to trigger people by throwing jabs at people to see how you react. Like, we're not doing a psychology experiment. We're not doing that. So
kind of.
Yeah, it definitely could turn into that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this would be this would be the type of platform. Yeah, because I've done it. Yeah, you can definitely get some good data from here to write a paper.
Well, I'm triggered.
Oh.
That was going to be Third's word for the day, was triggered. You know, we was going to link into that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to attack nobody or make it seem like I'm attacking. But again, you know, hey, if the shoe fits, then I guess wear it. But if it does not pertain to you, then it's not a personal attack. So calm what we call the funk down. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
19-year-old, since you weren't here yesterday, but you just heard the clip, you know, let's get your quick 3 cents on what that lady had to say about in regards to child support.
Honestly, I don't even see the point in her making the comment. If I'm going to keep it a buck, it's just, it's almost like pick me behavior a little bit, because who cares what you're going to do with your baby daddy? Second, I'm looking at her. She don't have a Ray Ray and a Pookie. She has a baller who is dropping off children with her. So she doesn't have to worry about, you know, putting somebody on child support. She has somebody who is like taking off on her because she has, I mean, she's not that regular everyday person. Now, if you come into a situation and you with somebody, whether you want to stay with them or not, it doesn't matter. You decided to skeet and delete. That's on you. You if you don't want to have children, wrap it up or perfect your pullout. It's that's it. And if you don't want to pay for them, figure it out. And if you don't want, if you're like, oh well, you know, I don't want to be put on child support, then have a conversation with the woman. Now, I understand that there are some bitter broads out there who will sit up there and put a man on child support because they are no longer together. And it's one of those things. It's like, figure out who you're having a kid with. I mean, it's a two-way street. Women, stop having babies with ain't-ish dudes. Dudes, stop having babies with women that you don't know. I mean, it's on both sides. I mean, there's so much to be said about it. And I'm driving, so so trying to get the thoughts together and concentrate on the road. It's a little bit that I'm leaving unsaid, but for the most part, again, for her, I don't understand why she came to the internet to say anything, but I'm also older and I don't see the point in putting everything on the internet anyway. But if we're going to do it, let's put some context behind it. You don't believe in putting your baby daddy on child support because, well, your daddy doesn't need to be on child support. You would never think of it because he has money to make sure that you and that child is taken care of. Point blank, period. Or if you don't even, or if she doesn't even have one yet, she's just like, on GP. Why is she opening her mouth? Because she's just talking because she doesn't know what she's going to get into if something were to ever come across, and she's like, well, this man helped me have a baby and he's not helping to actually take care of it. So I don't know, it was just inane, a bunch of squabbling to me. I was just like, oh, you just talking, be talking. Sorry.
No. We appreciate that. I
Hey,
mean,
she covered a lot of bases right there, though. I will give her that. She did cover a lot of bases with that one. Let's get everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? Conversations and eating the lead. New word.
I mean,
you shoot up the club and just leaving it. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
So
right.
I don't know.
I mean, again, so we had some comments. Again, Quez is at one point was a single father. He was trying to drop some knowledge and some jewels. He caught some feedback, and people were kind of, and then it was one of those conversations that just kind of went here, then went there, then it went this, and then it stayed on for like an hour and a half, which was it didn't mean to be that damn long, but people had some feelings on that particular topic, and I think the words that I'm starting to learn that trigger people are single moms, single black fathers, better black men. With some other trigger words, but you say those words on here, man, and these motherfuckers go up in an uproar.
Every situation is different, and if you have to put your baby's mother or baby's father on child support, it is what it is. I'm not here to judge anybody. Everybody does what needs to be done in any given moment. But if you're doing it to be spiteful, shame on you. I don't care what you want to say. Argue with your mama about that one, because there's no need. If everybody's getting along and he's actually doing the work, then okay, what's the point in putting the government behind it? I just don't see it.
Right. And yeah, that was kind of my point. Well, what's up, Shannon? I'm sorry, you came in.
What's up, Shannon? How you doing?
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, y'all good?
How you doing, man? But I just felt like it was disingenuous to act like every man in the world needed to be on child support. That's kind of how the conversation was going yesterday. Is that all these men deserve to be there, and I don't think that's true. I think men are. I mean, these are the shit, and yeah, by all means, do what you got to do. But there's some individuals like she said that are on here out of spite, because y'all had a bad day, or you know what I'm saying. He not doing exactly what you want him to do, and now he on child support, and you acting a donkey. So that was my whole perspective yesterday. That like both sides, like you need to figure out why you picked a man that you need to put on child support. What happened there, and why y'all can't talk now, but y'all had sex and made these kids. Now all of a sudden y'all can't speak to each other. So, I don't want to trigger anybody to have fun. Yeah,
but it's a conversation that needs to be had because, again, I mean, we've seen situations to where it's not just one child, saying like a woman will have multiple children with different fathers and get the same type of outcome, but again, just like we're putting some of the weight on the women, it's the dudes too. Again, why are you sleeping with a woman, unprotected that you had no intentions on being with afterwards? If you're just trying to get the cookie, then, get the cookie, but be smart about it. But, just know that when you guys are both laying down, there's a possibility that there may be a child that comes out of the equation. So, I don't know. But again, I'm not going to necessarily say mistake because I don't believe children are mistake, but situations happen. So you got the first time that happened, but then boom, you have the second and the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, seventh, and the eighth. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, at what point in time do you start taking responsibility or an accountability? You start looking at yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that is the thing. Nobody wants to take accountability. You know what I mean?
Too much like right.
The world is against me, and I can never do any wrong. I'm just out here trying to be my best self, but somehow I keep ending up in these situations, and it can't be me.
Right. At some point, we have to look at ourselves and see what part we play in this, because it's not always a one-way street. So we need to see what part we play in it and what we can do on our end to make changes if necessary.
I think what happens with some people is once they get that look in the mirror and they see the reflection of themselves. You know what I mean? It hits them because it's an insecurity thing because they don't like the reflection that they see. And I'm going to say just like this, and I'm not trying to pick on nobody, but if you don't like the person that you see, the perspective that I'm going to give you is to start changing the outlook of what you see. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, we all make mistakes. We all fall short. Nobody's perfect. The best thing that you can do is when you make a mistake, is learn from it, and grow from it. So therefore you could reach back and educate folks and maybe hopefully stop them from making the same type of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing where you have to just take a hard look. And once you start changing your perspective and you start looking at yourself like, dang, you can't, for the women out there, you can't make a dude love you. You can't make a dude want to handle his responsibilities and be present in the child's life. But what you can do is start working on yourself and working to better the situation with you and your child. So maybe you can start teaching your child, like, hey, if it's a boy, then you don't want your boy to grow up to be like this dude. Or if you have a girl, then you want to make sure that you're showing your girl that you don't want these type of men. You know what I'm saying? So you start bettering yourself and you start bringing around the men or the type of women that you want in your life that are going to be positive. And, and there's just nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting up and starting over.
Right. Agreed.
Quoted Michael Jackson in that thing.
Got to look at the man in the mirror. Make a change.
Make that change.
I think it's funny how, God will give you the same situation over and over until you learn a lesson, man. So if you find yourself continuing going through similar situations quite often, maybe you ain't learning what you're supposed to learn. How about that?
True.
Very true. How about that? He said that's what Michael Jackson said. Yep, he did.
Thank you, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I used to work with him. He's a funny cat, man. I like that.
So I see.
Not to mention that his name is Thaddeus. It's not too many black Thaddeus out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go. About blackness. I don't think we're going to touch that subject again either.
What is black?
He's a good cat, though, man. I like him. He's funny. Appreciate you showing up, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, for those that are watching, make sure that you hit the like, share button. You share this song with your people. If you're coming on and you're being a guest, make sure that you hit your destinations: Facebook, IG, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're everywhere. So make sure that you're sharing the love and you're spreading the love, because again, we're taking this to bigger and better things in the near future. So, like I said yesterday to Tisha, if you're coming here and you help build this table to help eat off of, I consider you a team member. And if you want to be a part of this team, then I'm always welcome, saying as long as we're making positive progress and, in the forward movement. So
that's what it is.
Definitely.
Shannon, what you got for us? Because you came in a little late yesterday, so you kind of missed the whole tobacco, but
I said my piece in the aftermath. Y'all gonna drain me out with this child support. Oh my God, that's all you hear about. Niggas ain't shit. Child support, pay. Like,
Okay.
Stop having babies. Then you don't gotta worry about neither. You know.
Mhm.
I mean, there it goes.
I'm serious. Like I just be like, if you already going into a relationship talk about niggas ain't shit, why you gonna lay up and have a baby with this man?
Mm.
Hmm.
Right.
Too much sense is being said. That
Because
makes
I
too much sense.
mean, the red flags was red flagging when you began fucking with this nigga. Like,
Right.
Yeah, be a
Right.
crib. Don't mess with the red flags.
What the
Mm-mm.
what? That's what
Amen.
we got for that, huh?
I don't know where that came from.
Just be like a crib. Just be like a crib and avoid the red flags. That's all you gotta do.
Oh
oh
gosh.
no,
Mm-mm.
be non-affiliate. We
Amen.
grown.
Right. Right. I agree.
I don't want
I
no
don't
playing.
affiliate. Yep.
I know people on both sides of the flag.
Oh,
I'm
my
neutral.
bad. It's just an analogy. It's a metaphor. Like I said,
That was
be
a
like
metaphor.
No,
and
Try
avoid the
another
red.
one. Try another one.
yeah, I agree with
Try
you.
another one.
Damn
Yep.
it.
Don't
Damn
be.
it.
Yes.
Damn it.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
I didn't disrespect the flag. I'm just saying, you know.
We know. We
We don't
understand.
attach. Yeah, we not trying to attach ourselves to the
Man.
flag.
Motherfuckers
Nah,
out here getting
ever.
jumped on the 3 Cent
Analogy.
podcast. He said y'all crips over there.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I can't
whoa.
have that.
Like,
No.
yo, blood. What you mean by
No.
avoid the red flag, blood?
Oh
No. Don't
no.
come for me. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
They'll come for me. It's all good. It's all good. I
What's
still
up,
have ends
trolls?
sometimes.
What's good?
Melvin.
What's
MC
good?
Toes, how you doing, brother?
Good, good. How y'all doing?
Oh
We
man,
good.
bro, you missed a
Where,
doozy
yeah, where was
yesterday.
you at last
Where
night
the
when I
funk
needed
was
you,
you at?
sir?
This was your topic right here, bro.
Oh, I know. I had to do my thing with Malcolm, so that could have missed a day being with him. Same with this morning. I didn't even know until later on you guys were doing
The
a
after
part
party.
two, an after party. I didn't know. I was like, oh shit, okay, I'll jump on this.
Yeah, he
Yes,
was handling his daddy duties.
You
Yeah,
know,
right.
head coach.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Coach
we
Toes, huh?
we still lost, but hey,
Damn.
it was
Well, what
good.
does that say about you?
Well,
Nothing.
I'm just messing with
well.
I wasn't out there. Like, I could catch.
That's what you gonna do as the coach.
That's what I
I
told the
wasn't out
kids.
there.
I was like, "Hey, kids, I don't know who taught
I
you.
can't catch the ball, can't throw 'em. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all maybe should try playing an instrument or something, because maybe this football ain't for you."
damn,
Oh goodness.
boy.
Nah,
damn,
Yeah.
damn.
it was all fun. Everybody had fun. A lot of kids, it was their first time ever playing football, so it was a learning experience.
Oh yeah, you definitely lost.
So no,
Yeah.
not the other team. The other team had played Pop Warner for 2 years too. So I was like,
Yeah, y'all was at it.
I met you 15 minutes ago. They know each other for 3 years. Of course.
Right. Well, at least the kids have fun. That's the
Oh
most
yeah,
important
that's
thing.
all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be mad even if we lost by 1 point, I'd be mad. So it's just I'd be mad at flipping coins, hopscotch, anything. I'm just competitive.
Right. I
Say
got
that.
you, Toby Bryant. Hey man,
Toby Bryant. Okay.
hey bro. So drop
I
your
like
3
it.
cents. How do you feel about child support? Is it hurtful or helpful? You know, again, I'm not sure if you've seen the clip or you know what we're talking about.
I didn't see the clip,
Man, you got to pay attention, brother.
but you don't need to see it. It all depends on the situation.
I can
Some
play it
situ-
one more again.
No, it's all good. It depends on the situation. Most often, it's for like absent fathers, because that's why single mothers have a lot on their plate. They're playing 2 parents already, plus they're down financially because that parent isn't contributing. So in that case, but if you have a father that's there and you put him on child support just to spite him or to break up the new relationship, that happens a lot. Oh well, I want child support and she can't meet the kid and blah 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 blah. You should see some of the horror stories that come out of the courtroom, and especially in California, if the mother ain't doing crack in front of a video camera or having sex in front of a video camera, they ain't taking the kids away from her. I literally was in the courtroom when the mom was passed out from shooting up, and the dad came in, took the baby, and they didn't give him full custody. And they said he didn't know, he wasn't a doctor, he didn't know what she was using, and he entered her place illegally. And I'm like, she was high, and nobody was taking care of a 2-year-old, but they still let mom have visitation and some custody. So California's a little backed up, and she probably he had to pay her child support, and he had the kids the majority of the time.
So she can get some more drugs.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it all depends on the situation. Everything, you can't like paint it with a blank brush. Situation dictates. But most often it's like if kids are like Matt Barnes, for example, he has his kids full time, but he also pays $15,000 a month in child support. So you have the kids 100%, and you pay $15K a month. Make it make sense. Right. That sounds like a check for a failed relationship, not a check for the children.
Is that child support, or is that for child support, or is that for spousal support?
That's for child support. That's
crazy.
Support. He has
that's not even spousal support.
But here's the thing: his Matt Barnes' baby mom was in a whole nother relationship with Derek Fisher, his teammate, his ex-teammate. You know, so Derek Fisher got bread, which is really messy too, because truthfully, me and my lady were at like a Kobe Bryant function back in August, and they were both there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh well, they get along now. They're on the same. The kids play on Derek Fisher's basketball team.
Yeah, the Mamba League. You know, that's what we were watching.
And Matt Barnes is there, but he still pays child support. It doesn't matter who has the kids more. It matters. The calculation in California is how much time you have the kids, how much money you make versus how much the other person makes, period. So if I, for example, not saying this really happened to me, but it did. If I make 120K, and the other person cuts their employment down from 40 hours to 25 hours, and they make only 2K, then I'm going to be paying more than $1,500 a month in child support for a 6-month-old baby, and their parents live at their house, and the mother lives at the parents' house. So I don't know what calculations, but not many 6-month-olds need $1,500. And I'm speaking the truth because that's my truth for 7 years now. So,
hey man, on this very same podcast, we were told that $1,000 wasn't shit.
Well, okay. Well, so that then realistically, so you're saying if you're saying where's your $1,000? Like, so you're saying it costs $2,000 to raise a child, and if it's a 5-year-old, they're in school most of the time. So they get free lunch in California. Oh, maybe it's because you're buying $200 Jordans. Maybe it's because you're flossing. Maybe it's because you're living out of your means. But
oh man, I said something similar to that, and
it is true. It's 100% true. It's expensive, yes, but you can't tell me that it's going to cost that much money. So I don't know any kid that eats $1,000 of food in a month.
Well,
and if you're living there, you have to be able to provide for yourself, minus the kid. You can't be like, oh, well, rent. Well, where are you living by yourself then? So you had to pay rent regardless. So you can't add that to the equation. Well, I have to pay rent for the kid. Well, you were going to live out your car? No, I didn't think so. So you were paying rent before the kid because you weren't living out a shoebox before. So now you can't be like, oh, I need to include rent too. Like, no, the math doesn't math up. The math doesn't math.
We live and uncut today, ain't we?
It's just
live and uncut.
It's just true. And like I said, there's a lot of there's a lot of mothers and single mothers that need the money because the dad ain't shit. So you can't blame them. But there's in everything, just as we saw the PPP loans, people use that
Right.
as a hustle. People were out there, look, I got the PPP loan, I bought this Lamborghini, I got. So there's people that will, but there was actually people that were hungry that needed that loans and that had actual business,
Mm-hmm.
and then there are people that were scamming. So not my hat goes off to the mothers that the fathers ain't shit, and now that kid has to suffer because he doesn't get the financial support or just the stability that he needs, and the moms has to do so much more
Right.
being mom and dad for somebody that ain't shit. So it's not a knock against single mothers, but there are mothers that use the court system as a weapon, and we all know there people that are vindictive, petty, women or guys that will go somewhere, shoot up the place, break a window, key somebody's shit. We all know them. So to pretend like, nah, that never happens. Nah, you ain't living in reality. You ain't being true.
It's called
Right.
delusional, which was Stur's word for today. Yesterday, it was delusional.
Yesterday was delusional. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, man. I think we covered that pretty well.
I think we got everybody.
We spent an hour and a half on it yesterday.
Look, Shannon's like, can we move on?
She's
Please?
like, I'm done. I'm done.
I hear you.
Let's go. This
Mhm.
is
All
how
right,
it was supposed
Joe.
to go yesterday, but it's okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
How was it yesterday? Did it go bad?
Whew.
Of course,
It was
girl.
interesting. It was very interesting.
You
And
gotta go
if you
back and
had
watch the
gave
replay.
your and if you had given your point that you
Oh
just
shit!
made right
It would have
now,
been. You would have
they would have
sparked.
ripped you a whole new one. They would have tried to
It would
rip
have
you a whole
sparked.
new one.
Whole
Yeah.
I would have loved.
So
Who are
They
these
were.
people?
They were.
go
It
back and
doesn't
watch
matter.
go
Go
back
back
and
and watch.
watch
Uh,
it.
uh,
Oh man.
Wes caught
Moving
most
on.
of the strays yesterday. You know, I caught a few. You know what I mean? But I dodged them a little bit, and I started bucking back. You know, like pop, pop. And then Quez came through, like Tony Montana was like, I'm ducking over here. You know,
Because people
Yeah,
take
and
it personally, and you
That
can't.
yeah,
was
and
the
I
problem.
and
That
I
was
keep trying to say, if this is not your shoe, if this is not your bag, quit trying to fill it up. Quit trying
Yeah,
to shove your
like
size 9 foot into a size 5 shoe if it's not your shoe. Like
exactly.
everything we talk about on here is not a personal jab at the people who are on the podcast to talk about it. We see a
Exactly.
topic, we're like, oh, this is a good topic, let's address it. That way we can see the world can see both sides, because everybody in the world do not agree with us. So it's good to show that we have opposite opinions. That's what this was for. But if you continue to take stuff in, then you're going to continue to feel like we personally jabbing at you when
Of course.
we really not. Yeah.
Yeah, people take it personally. I don't take it personally. Like if somebody said, "Well, fathers need to pay a lot," and I'm like, some do. It's all about situation. But people
Mm-hmm.
be like, "Oh, I did this. I told you guys what I did, but I also said it ain't what my case ain't like everybody else's
Everybody
either."
else's.
true.
Right.
So I
Very,
can't
very
knock
true.
the people that didn't live my unfortunate
Mm-hmm.
experience in the family court system. So I can't be like, oh, well, this is my anecdotal truth. It's the only truth, and that's the
Right.
problem. They're
Yep.
like,
Right.
And your
because I lived
solution
it,
might
that's
not,
the only
yeah.
one.
Right. And your solution to your situation might not be the solution for the other person's
Yeah,
situation.
yeah,
So,
Very
yeah.
true.
yeah.
all
And
right. What we got
it
up
all
next,
depends on
man?
where you live too. The court
Agreed.
system is different where you
So,
live too.
I
So
said
yep.
that too yesterday. Yep.
Word
if
to
you
Big
live
Bird. Word to Big Bird.
Kentucky and several other states are 50-50 off the bat. So there's less child support split. And
Word
the
to Big
calculation
Bird.
is different,
We
but
got it. We got
85% in
it.
California goes to the mother automatically. So
Yeah, we got it. We got it, man. We
Yeah,
gonna
we
move
gonna lock this horse
along.
in the stable. Put it away.
oh man, damn, I miss all the good. I like to
Yeah, you
get
missed
in the
all the good
mix.
stuff yesterday, sir.
You. This was Melvin proof yesterday, and you were absent, like an
Right.
absentee
Right.
father. Like
Yeah,
an
you were
absentee father.
absentee
You just did
father.
not get
Don't
it.
worry, it was Shannon proof too, because I wasn't here.
Yeah, okay.
she didn't pop up either. Yeah.
She got here late.
That's
And she
funny.
Same.
probably like, I'm glad I didn't, because yeah, it was
Yeah.
something. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I gotta
All
watch
right.
it.
So the
Not mad at you.
next thing that I've seen yesterday or throughout the week was something that it's passionate to both me and Quez, because it definitely has something to do with colorism, but Theirs was a video of a Dominican woman saying that Dominicans are not black. And, for me, I don't understand why people run away from their blackness or their identity. But here goes the clip of the video.
Reminder that Dominicans are not black. We are not black. And no matter how much black Americans cry about it, we are not black. We will never be black. Yes, I look black, but we are not black. And it's just a reminder to black Americans who are so pathetically forcing Dominicans to label themselves as black. When we keep telling them we have our own culture, we know black, papi, they still force it on us. So just a reminder, Dominicans are not black, period.
Man, she darker than
Yes,
me.
Shannon, we're going back to blackness.
She darker than me.
Oh boy.
Oh,
How
gosh.
is she darker than me saying she ain't black?
Come on,
The
Shannon.
ignorance that comes across all these social media platforms, baby, it is baffling.
Yep.
Hey, papi, I ain't Negro. I'm like, what?
Well, like, do you guys know the history of the Dominican Republic though, and why they do not claim blackness?
Well,
It don't matter.
educators.
Like,
Just,
there, I wish I remember where I saw it and where I've heard, I've watched different things and listened to podcasts. But so apparently, there was a push to differentiate themselves from Haiti. Right. In fact, there was a whole situation where they were slaughtering Haitians that were living over on that side. Like you had to run over across the border or else that you were going to be killed. There was a whole push to bring in whiter, less, I guess, Afro-looking individuals to whiten up the country. And this was government mandated. Like there's a strong history of, again, separating yourself from blackness. It's all nationalism. It's I'm Dominican. They don't say I am Afro-Dominican or Afro-Latino or I am, whatever else. They just say I'm Dominican. And so that's where it comes from. Like, they see themselves as being dark, but no matter where you go in the world at this point, the darker you are, of course, you're seen as less than. You look at Asians, Southeast Asians compared to, let's say, the Japanese. The Southeast Asians are looked down upon because they have more melanin. Even in our own community, you are automatically you could be buck toothed and cross-eyed, but if you light skin and you consider the red bone, you in there like swimwear. It's like, okay, that's just, it's crazy, but that's just what it is. But for even in the Puerto Rico, Colombia, they love, it's like the whiter your skin is, more so with not Colombia, I'm sorry, Cuba, Brazil is a good place for that too, where you are looked down upon if you're a morena or a moreno.
Boricua. Moreno.
Yeah, I mean, if they call you negro, I mean, they might as well call you a nigger.
Right.
here's the thing with that. So thank you for that history with that. But the thing is, my problem with a lot of these people. No, it's all good. So my problem is with a lot of these people is, why did they try to take Africa out of the equation? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, you have dark skin for a reason. And so my thing would be there for her. And I maybe we will try to look for her and try to reach out and bring her ignorant ass on. Oh, I was going to do
Man,
that.
come on. You're supposed to be.
Maybe we could try to bring her on the platform.
No,
and
find any Dominican.
That wasn't inviting, sir.
Find you any Dominican. Find you somebody straight there, because they will be able to explain that to you.
Hold up now. Now, I'm saying I want to talk to her specifically because I want to know, does she mean in that, hey, she doesn't see herself as a Black American, or does she doesn't see herself as Black, period? You know, so I need some clarification to her remarks. That's what I'm saying. I would like to try to find her.
You know what? She's saying she don't say Black, period.
Right.
Black, period. I bet money on that. I bet a paycheck on that. She means Black, period, because they don't see themselves as Black.
Right.
And then when you look at the
Oh shit.
We're not Black Americans, blah blah blah. Like, no, she meant Black.
Your phone was
Yeah,
I think your phone might have been racist because it didn't like the black talk. So you were
This
trying to
man,
It was breaking
this
up.
man
Yeah.
today, boy. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna play with Melvin or Third or Tisha or Shannon or Miss Nicole because y'all are on one today. But I think you can't hide that skin, man. No matter what you say what the fuck you want to.
Or
When you
your
get
genetic
outside,
makeup.
yeah, when you get outside, the police ain't checking nationality cards. You know what I'm saying? They see you, you're black. Sorry.
Yep.
You can run that shit down till you know what I'm saying, they run up on you. And you find out you really still one of us. So you feel how you want to feel. Haiti,
I was about to say, but that's not just to the police. That's to other nationalities.
Right.
I was about to say we don't know the difference until you open your mouth and start to speaking Spanish. Don't nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the famous words of Paul Moody, he said, "What they just dropped you off first, nigga." I mean, because again, because again,
from being us. You know what I'm saying? What you,
so a brief history will show that when they have the slave trade, they went from Europe to Africa. They brought gold, spices, not gold. They brought gold and other things for a barter in order to trade to get humans, from this continent. And so when they loaded them up on these boats, they stopped over in the Caribbean. They stopped off in South America, Middle America, which is Mexico, Panama. And then they came to the United States. The United States was the last stop. So when you do your DNA test and you're pretty much looking into your genetic makeup, you're gonna find Africa in you. So there's no way to sit up there and say, "Hey, well, I'm not this," because yes, it is. It's just like us Black Americans. The only way you're going to be 100% African, is if you actually come from the continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? But if your ancestors have lived in the Americas, whether it's North, South, or Central America, you're going to 9 times out of 10 have some type of European in you because of the slave trade, because they were taking, said Black women, raping them and having mixed children and so forth and so forth. And this cycle had continued. So then they had children, then they had children, and then they had children, which is why you have some Dominicans who are darker, and then why you have some Dominicans who are lighter. The ones who are lighter probably have more European, more Spanish, while the darker ones have more African.
Yeah, they got more Spanish.
You cannot take away your African. It's in you. It's a part of your roots.
Hey, listen, real quick. Can I just give a brief history since we had a history class? You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and touch on this real quick. The Dominican and Haiti, same island, right? Separated by a river.
True.
One side was colonized by the Spaniards, and the other side was, colonized by Europe, right? I think the Dominicans
France
had a you know what I'm saying, hence 1804 when Haiti freed themselves and fought for their freedom, which was one of the only Black people that freed themselves from slavery by fighting and whooping ass, which you know what I'm saying. They had to pay that money back there. So when you look at Haiti and you wonder why they're so broke, they had to actually pay for their freedom. You know what I'm saying? They just stopped paying in the 60s or something. But across that river, you had a different master. Okay, that's fine. He taught you Spanish. That's great. But y'all all showed up the same to work the sugar fields and make some money for somebody else. So I think it's very disingenuous that now that you know Spanish and you decide to stay in slavery a little bit longer because they fought across the river and you didn't want to partake in that. Now you come out and say you not us. Come on now.
Yeah.
We can see you. I don't know if she knows that. We can see you, man.
That doesn't make no sense to me.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
And I mean, it's significant for Melvin because Melvin himself is Panamanian.
Yeah.
So again, this falls underneath the same type of category. And as you can see, take a look at Melvin. As a matter of fact, he did his ancestry test, and he shows that he has a lot more African than me.
Of course. Don't everybody?
80%.
Yeah. You watered down, boy. Got all that cream in your system.
Yeah.
That cream is just
You don't
dominant.
listen to what people say about like, oh, I'm not black. I'm like, I know a lot of people that say I ain't broke, but I know they broke as fuck. People say whatever they want.
Okay.
People say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Just because you say it don't mean it's true. Like, oh look, I have a
Right.
Gucci belt. Nigga, you at your mom's house. And come on. You
All
look
right,
like
so
you rich. You
I
broke.
pulled a few clips, you know, from YouTube from some Dominicans who have done ancestry tests. So we're gonna take a look at a few.
This should be interesting.
So a little bit of my history. I am from the Dominican Republic. Both my parents are from there. I was born there. And I knew for a fact that I was going to have some European blood and some African blood in me, because that's pretty much the 36% from the Iberian Peninsula. That's Spain and Portugal. Most likely from Spain, because the Spanish were the ones who colonized and maintained control of that island for a long time. This was pretty cool to find out exactly where my African roots are from. It says 17% Benin, Togo. This surprised me. 7% Western European, and this could include countries like Belgium, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein. This surprised me as well. 7% Native American, but I believe we're also talking about the native population that was in the Dominican Republic before it was colonized. We're talking the Taínos and the Arawak tribes.
I mean, that's one.
Yeah.
That's one. Here goes another.
Charles,
Yes.
your husband from Africa. We are CYM World.
So I did my 23andMe test a couple of weeks ago, and just to find out where I'm from, where my parents are from, my ancestors.
4, 3, 2, 1, unlock the phone. West African.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm 60% Sub-Saharan African, 49% West African, and more importantly, 16% Nigerian.
You have getting 13.5 Ghanaian, Senegambian 10.7.
Broadly West African 8.7.
Yeah.
Congolese 8%.
Wow, that's definitely are.
Wow, I'm really like that's a big.
that's very. What about the European sister? Okay. That's 32.5%.
32%. So I'm Southern European, Spanish and Portuguese. Kind of knew this. More Western European. And lastly, I'm 3.3% Native American.
What? I thought it was gonna be more.
What did they think they were? What did they think they were?
Thank you.
That's confused. I'm confused. I'm
I
like,
appreciate that reaction.
what do you think you are then? If I'm not black, well then what are you?
If you didn't personally migrate from Africa yourself to go somewhere else in this world, the fact that you have West African in your DNA shouldn't surprise you. Where do you think? Like, they didn't have connecting flights. You know what I'm saying? When they was picking us up. You know what I mean? They wasn't coming from the east side of Africa. We're gonna make a stop over here, and you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna shoot over to no, these were boat rides, and it's a long boat ride, baby. So we're gonna take y'all from the closest place to the port. You know, like, come on, man. The fact that you are surprised. Oh, West African.
What? Oh my God, I'm black. Like no shit.
So my thing would be, is it a thing of self-hate? Because it's crazy, because within my own DNA, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the one thing about these DNA tests, they give you DNA matches. And specifically from my maternal grandmother's side, there are a lot of DNA cousins that are in the Caribbean. I'm talking about from like the Virgin Islands. I've even had some from Haiti, Puerto Rico, Cuba. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, again, there's that African connection. And so my thing is like this, like, man, like the cold part and the reality of it is that there could be distant cousins of us in these places because, again, we all came from the same continent. Our ancestors came from the same continent. So why are they so against being black? Are they denounce their blackness? Do you feel like it's a thing of self-hate, and why?
Well, it's a culture thing,
Yeah.
but I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
they
like
hate themselves. I
they
don't
don't
think
hate themselves, but it's a cultural thing where it's like, no, I'm identify as this because that's my people are the Dominican people. It's not, oh, I hate black people. It's just, oh no, we're Dominican people. We're not African American black. We're not this because
I
there's a
think it's
negative.
a combination of the two.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's a negative stigmatism
go
of
ahead,
being
Sid.
black, and especially over there, it's like, no, we don't want to be associated with that negativity in our
But I was about to
institutions
say,
and
I need for them to realize we don't want to be associated either
yeah,
with the negativity that's happening over here. Because
Right.
we
yeah,
Like we
quick to
right.
separate. I'm black. I'm not a nigga.
exactly,
Facts.
exactly.
Two different
Yep.
things.
Two different
Two
things.
different things.
I don't know.
Cause I'm
I'm a
Now I
little
quick
bit
to
have
of
my
say,
both.
nigga moments. I have my nigga
Yeah,
moments.
I'm a little bit of
But
both. That's what I was. It is what it
yeah,
is.
Every day
it
I
is
fight
what
the
it is.
negativity within me. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is what it
Okay, it's
is.
a battle every day.
Negro
Sometimes they be
Damas.
trying to draw the negativity out of you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Because
And I have to
because
say,
yeah. But
yeah,
we really try to distance ourselves from those negative stereotypes that they have
Yeah.
associated with us. We quick
Mm-hmm.
to be like, don't put us in that box of the type of people that you run
Yeah.
into every day and think that all black people are not like that. So it could be something like that too. That I don't want to
Yeah.
be associated with the black community because all I hear is all this negativity about
Yeah.
black folks.
well, let's
And
be
especially
Exactly.
realistic. I think culturally he is right. Culturally over there, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we not black because Haiti's across the water. Them some niggas over there. But
Yeah.
y'all,
Exactly.
not knowing those are probably the people you should be associating yourself with because they got a fighting spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they gonna rock with you through the hard time. They're not gonna play none of these games of social norms and integrating bullshit. They don't do none of that
right.
over there in Haiti. They not. You can't come over here and just tell us whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I think
You
I think
get
the
hacked
better
all up. You
analogy, I
understand?
think
We
the
don't.
better
We don't live
analogy is that over on Haiti is the black strong coffee, and then over in the Dominican Republic are a lot of the coffee with a lot of cream that look like Shannon. So
Whoa, straight. That was a
I
straight.
don't know why he throwing that when he less African
Whoa.
than anybody on
He
here.
had to drag
wait till my
somebody.
23 and me come back and I'm more nigga than you, okay?
Please,
Wait till
yes, bring it back. Bring it
freckles
back.
and everything. Freckles and everything. Wait.
to be
Ooh,
determined.
that spray was
We're gonna put a
unnecessary,
toothpick
sir.
in that one. Because I am curious to see.
Yeah. So
I
far,
am real
he's
curious to
losing
see.
up here.
You got my
He
wallet.
losing. He's a loser. It's how you act.
Well, out of these three other niggas, yeah, I'm the one with the least African, which is it's crazy to me. I don't.
Happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just not
I
us.
mean, you could have been
Only you.
Dominican. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Count your lucky days. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
Not
But
that there's anything wrong with Dominicans, but I need y'all.
No, and I
need
don't
y'all to
like
be
that
realistic with yourselves.
because when I meet people, I don't be asking. I don't. That's not one of the questions I'll ask you to determine if I'm going to associate myself with you. And why is it such a big deal to be like, oh, I'm Dominican? Like I'm just trying to be like we trying to be cool. We trying to converse or whatever the case may be. Race is not normally or your nationality is not normally the first thing that come up when I meet a person.
Right.
That's just weird to me. It's like me saying I'm not black, I'm Hawaiian because I was born in Hawaii. Like, no, I'm black. Like,
Okay, Obama.
yeah, I
Oh,
can't take
shit.
away from that. Yeah, no. So it's just weird.
no, but again, I think it's a form of self-hate, me personally, because I mean, if you look at the definition of black, there's so many negative connotations that come along with it. It's vile, it's dark, it's evil, it's this, and in contrast, when you look at white is pure, it's innocent, it's heavenly, it's all the great analogies, but when it comes to black, it's associated with so much negative, so much evil, so much darkness, what I'm saying? So when they equate that to I guess a group of people, they try to distance themselves from that, and they want to be everything else. But again, when you're projecting, all I see is self-hate, because just like Melvin said, the girl in the video is darker than him. Negro, you just Spanish speaking Negro. We're in America. We speak English because we were colonized by English people. You were colonized by the Spanish, and so what makes you better than us? We pretty much have the same type of mix. You get what I'm saying when you look at the reality of it.
And we don't care. Like, let's not forget that fact. We don't give a shit. If that's how you feel, stand over there. You know what I'm saying? But like I always say, when you know what I'm saying, the justice warriors come out and you end up on the wrong side, make sure you hold your own nuts, since you didn't want to be with us.
True.
Because there is going to come a point where reality sets in and you find out that, you know, they didn't care that you were Dominican or that you knew Spanish, or, you know what I'm saying, you look like the rest of us. So you get the same treatment. And when that moment happens, don't come, where's my black brothers and sisters? Bullshit. Bullshit. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you're inside, stay over there. Yeah, we would love to, you know, have all you guys join into the fights of injustice, because I'm pretty sure there's injustice over there for your black ass. But
I'll catch you guys
government
later.
mandate for you to be light skinned.
All right, then, Mel.
All right,
safe out there, Toes.
I'm out here taking my son to a wrestling match, so I'll see you guys.
Okay,
later.
you do.
Oh,
Okay.
enjoy.
Have fun.
I don't know.
Later.
Yeah, Shannon disappeared. Where'd she go?
No,
there
there
she is. I'm tired of hearing about this black stuff. Like, can we move on?
Hey, you can't run. You ain't here to.
No, I was trying to tell y'all I had a call. I got a call.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and let me know when you're ready to come back. We'll bring you back from the gulag.
Yeah, why is people being so mean to Shannon just because she has?
Who is people? The people is you.
Yeah, that's you.
Ain't no people.
Don't include us in that.
No,
You did that, sir.
I miss my homegirl. I hadn't seen her since the candy shop days. Back
She
in,
said because he want to fight.
Yeah, I was like, he wants somebody to fight with today.
Right.
You didn't get enough yesterday.
That was Quez taking all them shots. Man, leave her alone, bro.
No, she did that. I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
My hands up. Don't shoot. She said she got a call. That's why I had to turn her down.
Man.
I wasn't sending her to the gulag. She's trying to take care of some business, man. But listen, man, that's my whole point in the matter. You could be whatever you want to be at the end of the day, if that floats your boat. But when those injustices come around, I need you to stand on business.
Agreed.
Stand on business. Don't circle the block like, well, y'all just gonna be silent over there. Goddamn Skippy.
You said you weren't one of us. Yeah.
Quiet as a church mouse. I'm sorry. And you made the statement. I didn't think one way or the other before you said something. But since you decided to make the statement, I definitely know I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So handle that. It's okay.
I agree.
It's all right.
But I don't know, man. It's crazy because, again, I mean,
it's not just Dominicans though. It's everybody.
We have our own people that do that too
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our own people in America that do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It says, I don't want to be associated with those niggas. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's okay, baby.
Oh gosh.
It's okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? They make you feel like that across the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. If we all would fess up, you know what I'm saying? You know, globally, we're not a minority. Globally, the world looks like us. Mm-hmm. They have us thinking that, you know, we're all in our own little departments of niggerdom. You know what I'm saying? But globally, we're not the minority. Let's be honest. Globally, there's more black people. Period. Even for the ones who don't associate themselves with black, we didn't need you for these numbers because we still winning out here. So, you know, that being said, I mean, what better distraction to do than to have us fighting about, you know, language, color, and, you know,
and all
shit. Yeah, so
Yeah, it
that we
keeps us
don't.
divided.
Yeah, instead of us looking at like, first of all, you kidnap people and then you try to make them hate the people that was on the boat with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of designed. You know what I'm saying? You got to look into that.
Right.
I think Cat Williams told you. You know what I'm saying? The liars know where the goal is. He's looking at it the whole time.
Right.
He got you looking somewhere else because he know where the real answers is.
Mm-hmm.
Cat Williams all year 2024. I'm telling you.
He came with big cat energy. Big cat energy.
I'm quoting Brett all year. Yeah, so every time y'all get on my nerves,
Oh goodness.
The truth shall come out.
Anytime y'all get on my nerves, I'm just calling you a bunch of niggas. But yeah, but we go ahead and move on. Girl was dumb for that. So in the latest thing that we've seen today, actually it was sent to us by, I think it was it Quez or was it MC Toes? Lil Nas X drops his latest video called J Christ.
Oh yeah, I sent you that one. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was you. We can't necessarily play this song due to Jamal said, "Can nigga please?" We can't play the song due to copyrights and that's being flagged because Facebook's already on that bull crap.
We don't want to anyways.
But I still have a clip of of the video, and we could take a look at that. Just look. He's playing with Satan. He just looks like a loose booty ass dude.
You. Oh my gosh.
He is extra zesty. Really? No, you have no hoops. Then he's in a skirt being a cheerleader. Then he gets blasphemous.
Oh no.
He praise himself as Jesus Christ. But he's a gay nigga.
What?
Your narration.
The narration is wild.
Oh, you really on one today. You said you was gonna be.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's crazy. I purposely was trying not to watch it. Yeah, because I read some places that he did the music, but it was also put out to kind of get how stuff, the word trigger, the Christian community to where it don't matter if it's good views or bad views, good comments or bad comments. Any comments that go underneath their social media accounts as points for them and stuff like that. So it purposely was like almost a target for the Christian community. So that way it gets more views, it gets more likes. This is from what I've heard on social media. But I didn't want to give him my view and my like from even the last one he did where he was giving Satan a lap dance. I think there's I'm not going to give you any type of support, whether it's negative or, So I think that's why I purposely didn't watch it. But just even clips with your narration, I was still disturbed and didn't even hear the song. I'm like, damn, what the song is about. That's crazy.
The song is just as trash. You know what I'm saying? I think the imagery is what bothered me. And I think since we were talking about triggers today, I knew that was going to trigger some people.
That's
just realistically, like, you know what I mean? I don't watch Lil Nas X, neither do my children, but it came across my feed like the devil was messing with me or something. I don't know. I was just on YouTube doing my normal thing. You know
right.
And that popped in the Lil Nas X reaction. I said, what the what? But I think what's gonna be funny is, like, to me, I think like 2-3 years from now, Lil Nas X will come out and say, y'all know I wasn't even really gay, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the hilarious part.
Yes, nigga, no, you were.
But, I honestly,
I'm still gonna be here, and I'm gonna be the biggest advocate. No, you were. You wore the dress. You took the D. No, you are gay. Stop, please. Stop.
I mean, it could happen though. He gonna pop out with a wife and kids and all kind of shit. So
bisexual.
to me, I be still trying to make the connection. Like, how did we go from Uptown Road, where a majority of your audience is children, and country music, and there was that. Once again, you done drug us into a fight we didn't need to be in. How dare you not give him a country music award? This is country music, and we was all up in arms for just for him to turn around and twerk on the devil's dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did we get here, sir? That's my whole issue. How did we get here? People use stuff to advocate for them, and then they turn their back on you and do some bullshit. Like, sir, we didn't need that video. We didn't.
Mm-mm. Now I need to go see what he's talking about, because baby, like, for real, that's what you teetering the line on. You J. Christ now, for real.
Yeah, because take the gay out of it, because that's your lifestyle. That's what you choose to do. I'm fine with that. But the devil and the Jesus analogy, like, all in here, and your song is not. Yeah, that's where I'm like, why? You could have done your whole song with a different type of video, and you would have been okay. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. And not hearing I don't. Yeah, I might have to go.
If I want to.
Yeah, really. You gonna F around and find out? Like, that's the kind of stuff I don't want.
He's the originator of fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Read the Bible.
He done flooded this mug. He done turned people into stuff. Like, I don't know how many stories you need to where people fuck around and find out. But you gonna learn.
You can't play around.
It's just like that. They do anything, like they said in the song. They do everything for clout. Like, they just want to be. They want the clicks. They want the likes,
views.
The shares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
And that's what they're doing it for.
And conversations. Yep, that's what it is. Right. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, so I've been holding my tongue.
Hold on. I think the Christian community need to y'all need to quit being so receptive when motherfuckers try to flip the table. That's what I gathered from this. Because if the video would have went a different direction, like, oh, okay, now I'm being more Christ-like, and you know what I mean? Is y'all gonna accept me and let me in? Can we let Kanye come in and he cussed at every Sunday concert that he was in, and Christian community didn't say shit. Y'all didn't say
but I bet you if he was over there wearing a fur coat talking about death to the animals, they'd have been on your ass. Right. Oh yeah, I feel that.
Man, so I mean, I understand it. We want to be, accepting to everybody when they change their life, but sometimes we need some verification first. We're not just gonna take your word for it, because it's a lot of bullshit going on. Don't think you can just come over here and attach yourself to the God side of things, and we just gonna let you. And like, we didn't see what you did yesterday. Now we need to deal with that first. You know what I'm saying? We need to deal with that first.
So I've been holding my 3 cents.
Go ahead.
And as a hip hopper, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and I might get canceled. There's gonna be some people that may not like what I have to say, but I just don't give a fuck. What happened to hip hop? I miss the days where, it was unacceptable to do fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, there were some things that were wrong. I guess the misogyny, some of the disrespect towards women and the violence. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But there were things where it was unacceptable. You couldn't come in looking flimsy like a saucy Santana. You couldn't be doing stuff like a Lil Nas X, or you couldn't be doing stuff like, what's the Fruity Pebble hair dude? 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, does nigga not have Fruit Loop hair? He looks like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, So, I mean, it is what it is. But it was a thing where it wasn't about antics. It was a thing about art. It was a thing about actually having bars, actually having talent. I think the consumer, like what I've learned back in the songwriting class, was that it said that the consumer was gonna the attention span was gonna decrease and decrease and decrease with each year and each generation, and this is proof. So now, when you got 10 years from now, it went from Public Enemy, Tupac, Snoop, Dre, Kendrick. Now you got Fruity Pebble Hair, Lil Nas X. Then it's gonna go to some gay, non-binary. I'm not accepting. I'm not a man, woman. I'm an alien. It's the type of. It's just getting kind of just dumb and ridiculous at this point. It's not about talent no more. It's not about music. Am I?
Go ahead, down there, fell out his chair. But I mean, are they really hip hop though?
Man,
the aspect of what they're doing is rapping. They're rapping. It's part of the hip hop form. So no, they're not necessarily hip hop, but they're taking an aspect of hip hop and they're perverting it for their sick means.
Because just like the clip says,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, but just like the ticker underneath says, because I seen where Most Def was over there talking about.
I got that clip.
Yeah.
How do you get the like, the thumbs up? What the fuck was that?
Oh, because this is Apple, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Wow. Can't stand her. I really can't stand her.
Oh man,
that's what happens when you're on the creamy side.
Oh,
with the freckles.
With the freckles. Why is the freckles?
Jessica's laughing because she's been trying to convert me to Apple, and Apple is just nasty. Like too much coffee and cream.
No, Apple is beautiful.
Look,
I will never go back to Android.
Once again, we get the worst of the worst thrown at us. You know what I mean? As long as you're willing to participate in debauchery, yeah, you part of the community. But as soon as you change and find a new lease on life, you go to where you really want to be anyway. Like that's why you can't. Yeah, like you talk about 6ix9ine. You can't give him no power either because he just showed you what he was. He promoted all this gangster music and went straight to court and told on every goddamn body. And then came out with some more music, and y'all still let him talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he still a fact? He just told on everybody. We still listening to him about shooting people. He's still a thug.
And I was about to say, you can tell that he is now century type kid because back in the day, that dude wouldn't be around no more. So you can tell that things can change.
Well, some of the old school cats, some of the Puerto Rican dudes down in Florida, they caught him slacking and they beat the bricks off his ass. And then
but they beat him up. They didn't get rid of that dude back in the days. He would have went missing.
Y'all know the rules.
He has a little bit of protection with him now. I mean,
it started early. Your mama
you mean to tell me that all the people that had protection didn't go missing back in the days? For real,
man.
For real.
I mean, he's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He was in witness protection at one point. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
that's what snitches do.
Yeah, so I'm saying he has a little bit more protection than Pookie, who was over here snitching on Force 48.
I'm not talking about nobody Pookie.
I'm just saying.
Girl, he be pulling out the most weirdest names for people.
Negroes and niggas, y'all know a Pookie anyway.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, where's the cancel culture? They canceling all our try to cancel all our music that we used to listen to back in the day. But this is not something that they would be like, because we don't agree with.
Accepting. I mean, some of you women, some, not all. I have to clarify this because I don't want to get attacked. But some of you women condone the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You see the little dude with the dress and look, girl, get it, girl. Calling him first thing what he's not. He is not a girl. You know what I'm saying? But you guys play into the foolishness. It's how just because you pour syrup over shit don't make it pancakes. You mean you got to call it what it is.
Yeah, and
so
I get
again,
that,
so that's
but I'm also
part of the foolishness, and I'm saying because it's part of the foolishness because again, this is what has become a secting, and no one's saying anything. It's cute, they want to clap at it and they want to keep purchasing the music. One of the number one consumers of music is women, so they're not looking at Lil Nas X saying, "Oh, what the hell is he?" Well, some of them are, but a lot of them are. Oh, they're applauding this shit. They're clapping for the Saucy Santanas. They're twerking along with them. You know what I'm saying? This is what hip hop has become. I miss what it used to be, and I'm scared for where it's going to end up. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
but here's what most
get us canceled. You know what I'm saying? Because we asking where they at.
Yeah, he didn't already went to the pronoun people, and I'm just bro, you're not trying to be home for too long.
But, hey, listen,
Right.
I really don't
get
care.
your ass.
Yeah, I really don't care.
Y'all that's not the problem I have with the video. My problem with the video is Satan and the Christ, like that part of it. What you do behind your closed doors does not concern me. So I'm not gonna sit and do all that. I'm not saying that. And I have people in my family that are part of the LGBT plus community. So I try very hard to respect where I need to respect. I've said it before. If someone comes to me and I call them a she and they're like, no, my pronouns are they, I'm going to respect you and I'm going to call you by your pronoun. That's just how I am, because if it was something about me and I wanted that to be respected, I would expect somebody to respect it too. So that's me. So I'm definitely really like big on that, on the respect part. It's that other nonsense that you don't play with God. You do not play with that. You don't put, oh, this would be cute for a video. No, that's not cute. And you're going to receive the consequences and repercussions behind that, because if you think a blessing is coming from that, because you mocking it, you joking about it, you're not taking it seriously.
Let's be honest.
Wait and see what. And then it was like, what's his obsession? Because that's the second video that you did.
So it becomes a thing about antics and shock value. You know what I'm saying? So, there's been shock rap before. NWA was a form of shock rap. With some of the stuff that they were saying. So I mean, it's been around, but this is a new form of shock rap. Again, where I'm gonna go twerk on the devil, and I'm gonna wear the purple hair or I get the thing about respect, but then again, I believe that people are condoning bullshit. So I mean, it's just they're putting out trash music. There's no quality. If it was it'd be one thing if you were gay, but then you're putting out trash music too. I mean, it's just it's sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? So
never mind the fact that your music is trash.
Because
but in all realness, for real,
I'm gonna flip it. There's some rappers who are on the down low. You know what I'm saying? There's some rappers who are gay, and and again, but they're putting out good music, or whatever it is. If they came out and they lived their truth, then that'd be one thing. The antics, the Saucy Santanas, I don't like it. It makes me sick. This video right here, it makes me sick. And then on top of that, you are mocking Christianity. It makes me sick. And I'm sad to see where hip hop was going because of these.
Diddy did this too, right? And we see how this is unfolding. Diddy put himself on the cross back in the day.
He did. You can hate me now video with Nas.
Yeah. So hey, we see how long that runs. And Danielle Mahel Pascal, I don't know why you jumped in here and spoke all that Spanish, and we told you we don't speak Spanish. You made your point in the comments.
Well, I know it says Dominicani character, some Dominicana.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
A little bit of it. I'm gonna have to go back and slowly read, but
it's okay.
So again, like I told you, I got people all over. I got people. This is, I think, coming from my Third Degree page. So I definitely got people all over the world on that one. So again, what we were saying pretty much, Daniel, is that we love Dominicans. We love Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. We love Cubans. We love everybody in the Caribbean. The one thing that I just don't respect is anybody trying to take out the African in them. And just to show that, hey, you're united with us, even though we're in the United States. We're Black and we speak English. You have Black in you and you speak Spanish. And so shouldn't be a thing about separatism and trying to say, hey, which one is better or what we're not, or acting like, one is more superior. We're all in the same fight and same struggle. Once we realize that and we come together, man, we're going to strike a mighty blow. So that's all that's about. But it wasn't no diss to nobody. I just didn't like the girl's comments because I thought it was a little bit dumb. So, but going back to the hip hop, let me play this clip that you were talking about with Mos Def.
Please.
Pretty much saying that Drake is not hip hop.
Is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
It's
I get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses?
I love that.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
Oh man.
And I'm interested to see if he has a rebuttal. Because how can you come at the great? How can you come at the great?
Right.
And say what? What are you going to say? Because did he lie? Did he lie? Not at all.
Leave that man alone.
He don't want no smoke from Mos.
Because if you say anything, to that man, even do you know how many people are going to come at your neck?
Right.
Fire your ass.
Fire your
But
ass.
here's the thing: Mos can spit, and that's the thing with most hip hoppers like us. The real hip hoppers, we're bougie. You know what I'm saying? We're connoisseurs. We don't accept bullshit. And so I will give Drake this. When he raps, when he puts his focus on rap, he's actually pretty dope. I don't like the singy Drake, you know what I mean? But when he that back-to-back disc that he did on Meek Mill was hard. And that's one of my favorite ones of him. But yeah, I mean, a lot of his music is emo music. You know what I'm saying? There's a debate whether he's actually a real hip hop artist because, he doesn't necessarily write all his raps.
Stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be that debate. But, what Mos Def said is correct. I mean, Mos Def is a real MC. So if we're talking about hip hop, Mos Def is a real MC. A respected MC. So.
Yeah.
We're not saying nothing to Mos Def. So you can leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? That man told the truth. They got everything in here. How many SKUs?
It's great. It's the elevator music. It's the elevator music.
He said Target.
I can shop and Diddy Bop.
At least he didn't say Walmart. He said Target.
Yeah, he said Target.
Yeah.
So hey, that's the elevated. Yeah.
Right. You ain't that Dollar General, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Shopping music with an edge. Shopping music with an edge.
That's it right there.
They played you in Target.
Yes.
Ice Cube could never.
No, that's
Ice Cube could never. But, yeah.
NWA was saved for Wally World.
I'm glad you put that clip in there. That just made my soul happy, man.
That was funny.
I was over
You didn't see that? I seen it. I fell out.
I hadn't seen it either.
I'm glad.
I fell out.
That was
I
great.
fell out because, like I said, he did not lie.
This to me.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it either. That was my first time. So you got my real reaction.
Drake,
I love the reaction. I love the reaction.
Drake is kind of like, on the border. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he is, But a lot of his stuff is
Mm-hmm.
commercial music. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can listen to Drake. Everybody.
Yeah.
And get it.
Everybody can't listen to Mos Def.
Can't.
That's the
I'll
difference.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Drake is for everybody. That's fine.
It's rated E for
And that's
everyone.
what pop
huh?
is. That's what pop is. Pop is E for everybody.
For everyone.
We didn't say nothing about Drake with the colorful you know what I'm saying, stuff in his hair and the clips and the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we didn't on this. We didn't on this one,
slide
but
that
yeah,
past
we did.
off.
We
You
didn't
know
do it
what I'm
on Drop Your 3
saying?
Cent.
We didn't say because it's Drake. Everybody loves
No,
Drake.
I didn't
He can't
respect
be
that.
pushing an agenda.
He looked
can't
like
be
a
part
little
of that
girl. He had the little
community.
pink barrettes. He looked like a little girl. What was going on, bro?
Have
Like,
y'all heard that Drake is weird? Like he's really weird.
I believe it.
Like
I
his
thought he was.
interactions with women and everything, like he's weird.
I've kind
Have
of
y'all
heard
heard that?
that, but I always thought he was just kind of weird. Like I thought he was trying a little too hard. Like, dude, first off, he's from Canada. Then then he comes up and he's trying to talk all this hard stuff with Young Money and them.
Don't do the Canadians.
No.
Third is taking that y'all ain't figured out Saturday shows is not safe. He's taking shots.
Nobody's safe.
No, so
Nobody's
let me
safe.
backtrack a little bit.
Justin Bieber is Canadian too, but I bet you he ain't doing that weird shit. Like
With who?
he's weird.
No. I'm not
Drake is
saying
weird.
Canadians are weird. I'm not saying Canadians are weird. So what I meant is that Drake talked all this ghetto stuff like he was in the hood and he was in Houston or he's in, he talks like he's a hood dude, you know what I'm saying? But he's from Canada. And he came over trying to portray a certain thing, and it seemed a little forced. So I
So
was.
are you trying to say there ain't no hoods in Canada?
No, there's definitely
She
some hoods
beat
in
me to
Canada. I
it.
just don't think that he was one from it.
You don't
I
think
think
he
what
was
they were
one?
trying to
And on
do
top of
was
that, he's an actor. He was on Degrassi.
thank you. I was about to say I think what they tried to do
White
was
television
try
show.
to separate him from his acting in Degrassi to his career as a rapper.
You could
singer,
never.
whatever.
You could never.
But
Because
they
I
still
still
playing
see
them
Jimmy
reruns.
to this day.
Thank you.
I
And they
still see
still playing
wheelchair
them.
Jimmy to this
Yep,
day.
and they still playing them reruns right now. It's still streaming, so he's not gonna forever get rid of it because he's still collecting them Degrassi checks. So it's gonna still be there. And I watch Degrassi fluently, so I know.
I ain't never seen that show a day in my life. That was a
I
little bit
have.
too quack for me.
I have. And when he came out, my jaw dropped when he came out as a rapper because I was like, wait a minute, you will. And then he did a episode where he rapped, and I'm like, no skills whatsoever. So who cut you a deal? I was really skeptical.
But I mean, he was marketed well. That's like Rick Ross being a correctional officer.
Right.
Who?
Every
Yeah.
day I'm hustling, every day I'm in.
Hustling where? At the correctional facility.
I push keys.
Now you the Wingstop king. Boy, you get out of here talking about some bricks and all this. No, I'm gonna need for y'all to be true to yourselves, but they eating it up.
Yeah.
Like would you say Chris like Pat Williams?
You want to be nowadays, man. That's
I guess you can
that's-
identify
that's-
as anything. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the message we giving out to people. It don't have to be the truth. You can be whatever you want to be.
You can identify as whatever you want.
Even
I
if
get
you
it.
don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? We can't challenge that. We can't say,
Right.
hey, you can't be no fucking duck.
Rick
You know what I'm
Rick
saying?
Ross is a
Like,
black
if you
man who
respect your-
identifies. Rick Ross is a former correctional officer who identifies as a drug lord, kingpin rapper. Yeah. So.
Not Maybach music.
But I guess I got to respect him and call him that.
Jamal is silly. Jamal is silly. I don't think we have been seeing you in the comments, Jamal. You know what I'm saying? He been going,
I mean,
he been going ham
yeah.
down.
Just like you said, Third. It's interesting to see where hip hop goes from this.
Right.
Agreed.
I mean, it's crazy
Agreed.
because you have like Kendrick Lamar, who is a well-respected lyricist. He writes his own. As a matter of fact, he dissed Drake. For those that don't know, he shot subliminals at him in the song King Kunta, where he said, most of y'all sharing bars like you in a two-man sale. He was talking about
I
Drake.
love
You know
that
what I'm saying?
damn song. I gotta post it. Hey, that's my shit. That is my shit.
I mean, he
'cause
gave
he's sick.
Kendrick gives
Got a
no
bone
F.
to pick.
He's a prime
Yes.
example of he's a prime example of you can go commercial and still not sell your nuts. You know,
Yeah.
Mad, they mad, but I
they
ain't
mad.
stressing.
Ooh,
You know?
they gonna play it. I play that every time I get in my car. Boy, I tell
Man,
you.
it's
Nigga,
still
tell
slaps.
you when I was walking.
Matter of fact, also another little side note that people don't know, DJ Quick had some additional production on that too. So those were quick drums on there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just, man,
That's a
he's a
Compton
prime
classic,
example.
baby. King.
Right, right.
Don't
You said
sleep on
what?
DJ Quick, man.
Don't underrated.
Ever.
Mhm.
Ever.
Underrated.
Ever.
Musical
Underrated.
genius.
Musical
Right.
genius. He plays instruments, he produces. Matter of fact, I mean, a lot of people don't know is that he had a hand. Like, if it wasn't for Daz Dillinger, Johnny J, my homeboy, R.I.P., and DJ Quick, I don't know if we would have the same All Eyes on Me by Tupac. But DJ Quick actually mixed down like half that album. Like, what was the Ambitions as a Writer? What was it? Scandalous. He had songs all About You. He mixed these and gave you the sonic sound. All Eyes on Me is one of the most sonically perfected albums of all time. And this DJ Quick's hands. A lot of people thought it was Drake, but no, it was DJ Quick.
DJ Quick is a monster out there.
Yeah, he's
Man.
a beast.
Yeah, but back to Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick's
Yeah.
a prime example of you can be a commercial MC. He's commercial, but he has not sold his nuts or he's the quality of his music, and he's out here getting Pulitzer prizes. You know, different type of awards for his artistry. You know, he on the last album he talked about his aunt, you know, becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that he challenges and he pushes the envelope of creativity, and he still gets accolades. He doesn't have to come out and do antics and go twerk on the devil or wear Fruity Pebble hair or look like an ugly ass, flimsy ass Saucy Santana. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can still put out quality music. You can still be gay and put out quality music. You don't need the antics at all. The one thing I will say about Saucy Santana was that he punked the hell out of DJ Academics, and DJ Academics is a punk. And
I was about to say, how you gonna punk a punk? Like, punk somebody else. I can't.
Great.
You don't get no accolades for that.
Did you see him? He had DJ Academics.
I seen it. But he a punk, so you can't. I'm not giving you no accolades for punking a punk. I'm not doing it.
Well, no.
Now,
again,
when you get to talk to a real dude, and then you make him back down, then maybe I give you some accolades. But
I hear you 100%. But DJ Academics up here talking tough. He talked about SZA's body. He's over here talking about who else was he talking? He was talking about so
Every
many different
woman
women.
he could think
Erykah
of.
Badu.
I was about to say, you would have thought that he don't like women with his bad built ass.
Like women. I
He
don't
look
think
like
he
a
does.
slush face.
It's
But
not
here's
that
the
he
thing:
don't
he was
like
talking
women.
tough, like, "Hey, if you want, you can see me. You can see me." But then you get this big, flimsy dude who tells you, "Hey, I want to fight you, and if I win him."
He said he gonna bump him in the booty, and he got all kinds of upset. Like, how you gonna tell me you gonna bump me in my booty?
And DJ Academics is on live crying.
Like you gonna he's really finna take your manhood. But no, if you wasn't such a punk, you wouldn't be crying on national syndicated, whatever you do.
DJ Academics, if you watch this with your punk ass, the one thing I'm gonna suggest for you is to not lose that fight, nigga. You better not lose that fight.
He gonna get you. He gonna take your cookie cake. He gonna take your cookie cake. All of them. All of them. He gonna make your head touch your toes. That's a big dude. For
If
real.
you gotta get a rock and knock him upside his juicy ass head, then you gotta do what you gotta do. You just better not lose that fight, bro. Don't be on the internet crying and shit. Nah, you better fight this dude and beat his ass. You better not lose.
But I doubt it's gonna happen. I doubt it's gonna happen because, like I said, he a whole punk out here.
Yeah.
I mean, every time that man says something, you know, it's not that he don't like women. The problem is women don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And he's upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody picking DJ Academics.
But why don't we like you though?
Yeah, I was gonna say you did that.
Because he's a biatch.
That's what I'm saying. And real recognize real.
Right.
Why it always got to be something about you downgrading a woman? Just like that other dude, there's a light-skinned dude that be over here talking mad rah-rah to a whole bunch of females, but when they get to when he be talking to men, he just be like, so this is what it's going to be. But you all and real and all animated. Why do you have to do that toward women? Like that's ridiculous. Have that same tone when you talking to that man when you interviewing him.
Right.
Regardless of how you feel toward that woman, that woman, have the same tone.
Right.
No, that would require some gumption. You know what I mean? To be the same person no matter where you at. As a personality, you know, you gotta stay in character.
But see, and I think it all got to do with the foo fluffiness. Like they have so much femininity that they try to mask their masculinity, and they're fighting each other.
Oh well, you see it. You see it.
It's an internal conflict. Preach.
It is. Don't be over here trying to be mad at me because you want to take it where you want to take it, and you know I'm getting it how I'm getting it. Like
I promise you this: if you threaten to beat me up,
I'm serious. You laughing? I'm right.
If you threaten to beat me up and rape me, I'm killing you. We're not talking about this no more. You come over here if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all that needed to be said. That's all that didn't even need to be said. Because he knew damn well if he was talking to a real man, he wouldn't have never came out of his mouth like that.
This nigga got on the internet.
Ever. He's crying. You just further proving my point. That's basically what Santana said. Like basically you're a whole bitch in colorful words.
Yeah.
I'll take your cookie cakes and not think twice about it. That's basically what he said.
That's
I gotta give Saucy Santana kudos for that one.
Hey, when you start talking like that, we in a whole different ballpark now.
A whole different ballpark.
I'm all
like you wouldn't say that to a real dude. Like for real.
That you put rape at the end of it. Like, bro,
yeah.
There's some unwritten laws, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he didn't say passionate love.
I'm not gonna pee on you. I'm not gonna spit on you if I beat you. Like, certain laws that apply. But to go beat you up to rape, like I'm gonna take your manhood after I beat you up. Like, come on,
like
bro.
I said, academics, my best advice to you, nigga, is you better not lose. You just better fight this juicy ass nigga, and you better not lose.
He better move around. He better move around.
Yeah, he better not
Bobby weave.
And have
seen nobody beat up a bullet. That's all I know.
With some stuff in it. Have something you can grab in case you gotta use a weapon. Like you need to have some stuff next to you. All that.
He gonna call the police. He gonna be super snitch. He gonna call the police as soon as he sees Saucy Santana in the vicinity.
Him and 6ix9ine are friends.
He gonna call the police.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no.
We're gonna call you Tweety Bird. Yeah, you singing.
You better not lose, nigga. You better not lose.
That's just too much. That's too much. And that's my
next order of business.
We gotta respect you, but you gonna be out here raping niggas? Come on now. We're not finna play like that. Because if I said that, you know what I'm saying?
I get what Saucy Santana was saying, and
but if I say that as a straight man, like, you know, fuck you, bitch. When I see you, I'm gonna take the coochie. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't like you, I'm gonna slap you in your face and make you suck my dick. I'm a piece of shit now.
Yeah, but he was pretty much saying, "I'm gonna take your manhood." Like
you gonna
really
beat me up and then rape me?
You're not about to be the same man you think you are. Like he's telling me, you really need to watch your mouth because I can switch that up real quick. Your manhood about to be tested.
Yeah. So basically, forget all these press-on nails or acrylic nails and all this that I got going on underneath. I'm still a nigga, and I will beat the brakes off your tail.
He has said
that in one of his got scared and started crying.
Yep, and Saucy has said that before in one of his like he's like, don't get it twisted. Like, yeah, you see this, but underneath all this, I'm still a man. He said it. So
We know
yes,
this.
go ahead and play with that man if you want to.
We
You're
know
not gonna
this.
like the outcome.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
And it's not gonna be a regular end to a fight.
And
Like
you
you
know,
really
and the
gonna
thing
be
about it,
That's the part I got the problem with. Like you can't just be out here telling people you go rape them. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're trying to say, but come on.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he meant it like figuratively. You know
He
what I'm saying?
did.
But he still, the fact that Academics was on here crying like he had like a onesie with, you know, the pajamas with the foots in it. You know what I'm saying?
With his
like,
thumb in his mouth. Yep. With his
you
curled
know,
in a
they're
ball
crying.
with his thumb in his mouth. Yeah.
First off, you talk like you tough and you try to flex on women. So that just shows you,
Oh,
nigga, you are not tough. So stop
all the
talking about
time.
women. Another thing is Saucy Santana was trying to stick up for one of the city girls because you keep dogging and degrading these women, and he was defending the woman, you know, but he's pretty much saying like, yo, you over here acting like a bitch, and so I'm going to treat you like a bitch. And you start crying. You are not a real nigga, so stay in your lane. Stop talking about folks, whether it be men or women, and shut what we call the funk up, because you ain't about that life, especially if we got you on the internet crying about a man saying he gonna take, like, you can't say that to a dude like me or Quez, because then I'm gonna come fly out and you gonna have to come see me. And I promise you, I ain't gonna lose. They probably gonna call all types of hate crimes on me because I beat the Sonic rings out of your ass for saying something like that to me. Period. You gonna see me.
What sound they make?
See, that's when you need the sound effect right now. Them rings would have
Ooh,
been
right, yeah. The big spill.
This, that, and the third. This, that, and the third gonna break the bricks off your stupid ass for saying something stupid. You know, you ain't gonna be on here crying. Quest, you see, you say he was gonna take my manhood.
Yeah,
like he just made you look.
Like,
he just made you look more of a.
I was
punk
about to
than
say,
what I
how are
thought
you?
were.
How are you credible still after that? How are people still listening to you?
Right.
I know. I call him a goofy.
Yeah.
He's soft.
Period. I don't listen to him at all. I just seen the clip of when he,
me too.
got into it with him. That's it. Because
He's
all
softer
it
than
is
basically
that come
about
out his mouth is mouth vomit.
Right.
That dude is softer than baby shit. You know, he ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck DJ Academic.
That's funny though. Man, come out.
It was hella funny.
After you talk.
It was hilarious.
In front of the
It
world.
was hilarious.
Oh, crying ass.
I could never
sleep with my beard.
Never.
Rape me and I'll get on Facebook and cry. Hell no.
About nobody. About nobody.
No, he just that just proved what we all thought. That's what Saucy did. He just proved
These
what we all
academics,
thought.
you come at me, all I gotta do is call Saucy Santana to come beat your ass. You gonna start crying. You ain't gonna do shit to me.
You ain't gonna do nothing. It's
Yeah,
a done
that's
deal.
gonna be the tagline. Shut up before I call Sassy Santana.
Yeah, we're gonna make that a hashtag.
He can't do no more interviews because as soon as he gets blacklisted, somebody gonna call him.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I said
the Sonic rings was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was. That was funny. All we needed was that sound, and it would have been like icing on the cake.
Everything.
All right, y'all. Well,
goodness.
it's been a real one.
Are we done?
I think we're
Look
done.
at her. And
Yeah, mine is gone too.
Let's you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, you know, if y'all got a few dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on a sec. While you're talking.
Oh, okay. No, let's say that. Damn, there you go. So, you know, my son got an opportunity to run for Team USA in Australia this summer. Costs quite a bit of money. So, you know what I mean? If y'all you shoot my boy a couple dollars, I'd appreciate y'all. You know, we're going to do most of it, but it is a lot, you know, for him to be able to participate in that. So, help your boy.
You got the link, or will you got a link?
The link's on there. The link's on there.
Okay.
So they can, you know, they can free screen, or you can go to my page. There's a post about it on my personal page. And, you know, appreciate y'all.
Well, next show we're gonna make sure we put that link in the banner, and we'll pin it to the comments. You know, so we can help send your boy off to Australia.
Yeah, because that's big.
Yeah. I wish everybody would have been on tonight.
No, I'm glad they weren't. I'm glad they weren't.
What's up?
New topics for next Friday, and let's not let it be child support and colorism.
Yeah, those are trigger topics.
I mean, shit. I mean, I get
next week we're
get
talking about
dragged.
single mothers, and no, I'm just playing.
No.
Don't do
I mean,
that
I get
either.
dragged
I know
out
there
the
has to be
comments, and ain't
something else.
nobody, really popping up any comments worth talking about, or no one's really actually suggesting shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't get it, but hey, these are things that we talk about. I guess the trigger. I really don't give a shit about triggering nobody. If it's conversation that needs to be had, it needs to be had. So.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, y'all that watch the show, if you see something you think we should talk about, inbox
Yeah,
us.
please. Yep.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We take all
Drop
those
your
suggestions.
3cents@gmail.com.
Yeah, Shannon, you too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you be on some shit.
I be on some bookish shit. Like y'all, my world be a whole lot different. I don't be over here. I scroll past stuff, but it just irritates me, and I keep scrolling. But on the bookish side, it's completely different over there. So,
Well, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a wonderful night, man. It's been fun.
It's been real.
It
We
has.
want to thank y'all for tuning in. This is the after party. We do wish that more folks would have came through, and again, but they didn't. So we'll be back next Friday, and
hopefully,
Okay.
We'll see what they say about this show.
God willing, you know what I'm saying?
There's a whole community after us now. Thanks.
We'll be back.
I know for us all. They gonna be on his page, not on ours.
Yeah, not mine.
What are you talking about?
I gave my disclaimer and I said 10 toes down on it.
So what I said, what came out of my mouth, it didn't have anything to do with Quez, Tish, or Shannon. If you want to come at me, come at me. I don't mean no disrespect until it is disrespect. But I said what I said, and if I don't like you, then I don't like you. But I didn't say I didn't like you. I just don't like one aspect. So
respectfully.
Yeah.
No disrespect, respectfully.
Love you.
Make this shit up.
Oh, gosh.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for dropping in to drop your 3 cents. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.